And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Purdy. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Purdy now to throw, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Purdy bootlegging it. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 6.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence going up top for Kupp. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Lawrence's pass intended for Van Jefferson. Incomplete.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Now Lawrence.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimal level.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 24, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing here, Purdy. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Lawrence. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Long here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. To throw again on second down. Purdy. This one caught by Ridley.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Purdy now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? We figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
On third down, Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a road. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, that discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. There's Evans again, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Evans. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Matthew Stafford leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field and begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Lawrence.
Caught by Allen.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've worked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. A quick pass to Cup. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side with Evans.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Darnell Savage on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Running backs in the passing game, they just used to check it down to long or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. Touchdown!
Cooper Cup
from 21 yards away.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Evans.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence will throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Lawrence. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's got long. His tight end complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 7. Lawrence.
Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right here because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Purdy's pass. Complete to George Kittle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Chandler.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's Purdy.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And able to get this out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Evans running behind center.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Evans.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option and diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but
Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On first down, Purdy. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On third down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Give them 18 on that one. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Now Lawrence on first down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. If you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.